question on the order paper in the name of Assembly Member Jones, entitled Community Land Trust, asking, will you deliver your manifesto promise to make a part of Chobham Manor site a community-led development through a community land trust?
Well, the answer is yes, but I want to stress that this is not something that is easy, and I just want to caution you against expecting a very rapid emergence of white smoke. There are two problems, two problems that must be overcome. One is just the cost, the loss of receipts to the public purse, to the LLDC involved in the CLT on the Chobham Manor site, and the second is, in my mind, is the slight legal tangle about enfranchisement and how you make sure that the right to buy doesn't kick in, whatever instruments you set up. But those things being soluble, we are going to go ahead.
I am concerned because I've seen what the LLDC has said about explore other means of developing community leadership in the management of homes, and that means that you're losing out. In a sense, you're losing out on the two things that make community land trusts so useful. Well,
we're jumping the gun because we haven't. I understand what. I understand. I think what you're anxious about.
Really,
I think the LLDC is keen to explore all types of community involvement, but I, as the chair, am content that we should still keep on the table a full CLT as I think you understand it and support it.
Right, because that does involve the community in designing the project and also, as you've suggested, selling it to them. And it is a way of achieving one of your other aims, which is to keep a good balance of tenure in London. At least I hope that's one of your other aims, which is, it means that you would keep some affordable housing, not just until it's sold the first time, but in perpetuity. So these are very valid. I'm really sorry, Dennis and Neil, I just don't want to hear from you because I know you know the answers and the Mayor might not know the answers. So, could I ask you, as a way forward...
So is the purpose of this conversation to elucidate the public or a kind of exam for me? What are we trying to do?
Well, I am very disappointed that you haven't yet honoured your election promise, and it is one of
Chobham Manor hasn't yet been built. You may, if you go down to the Olympic Park, then you observe that it's not yet constructed.
But your LLDC has dropped the commitment on Chobham Manor. Can I ask you then?
That's not true, and I can't allow you to make that claim without correcting.
It's in their minutes. But anyway, at the moment you're procuring developers for the Eastwick site and the Sweetwater site. Would you perhaps make sure that those agreements have a condition that they work with local communities and that part of those sites has a community land trust?
They will certainly work with local communities.
No, that's not what I asked, is it? I'm just asking you to...
If you're asking me for two more community land trusts on the Sweetwick and the Sweetwater and Eastwick sites, we're dealing with the manifesto commitment that I have made and that I intend to honour, which is to do a CLT at Chobham Manor, and I propose to fulfil that pledge before I make any more pledges to you.
Okay, but would you keep your mind open to it, because of course it does it does mean that we have affordable homes in perpetuity, which is very difficult in any other way.
We're going to have, was it 2,000 affordable homes on this?
Not in perpetuity, that's the problem.
Well, as you know, there is a legal problem about the perpetual nature of the CLT anyway, and it has not yet been fully tested in law whether the CLT provisions override the right to buy, and that is one of the problems we have.
Oh, they're done in loads of other countries. 12% of the Canadian housing stock is community land trust.
Unfortunately, this is Britain, this is not Vermont.
Yes, but they have been done.
We must work with the law that we have in this country rather than.
Why did you make the manifesto promise if you knew that it was complicated? Did you make it in
A
your
quick
plan?
answer to this, the Green Group are now running out
as
of
you
time.
know, unlike the previous mayor whose boots you licked, we have delivered a CLT in, we have delivered London's first community land trust in St Clements.
You struggled.
And well, we struggled and we succeeded.
Green Group are now, the Green Group are now out of time, so
and
complete your sentence.
we are still pushing on to fulfil what I said was my manifesto commitment to deliver a second community land trust on the Chobham Manor site, and I know that if and when it happens, it will be greeted by Jenny with great hosannas.
Thank you.
And
Well,
acclaim.
Thank you.
There'll be a change, actually.
A bit of surprise.
Right, we'll then move on to the third